Guess who's back?
Back.
Back again.
Back.
Mabble's back.
Whoa.
Okay.
So today, guys,
we are going to be filming what's in our baby bag.
So here we have my baby bag. It's by Baby Mel London.
This is my baby bag. It's huge. It's a catered bag. It has loads of compartments. I'll show you once I've emptied everything out.
I liked it just because it was kind of handbag looking, but also a baby bag. So merge our two bags together because obviously I no longer carry a handbag.
It comes with this mini bag for like nappies and stuff. It comes with this bottle holder. So this is the bottle holder.
So I always carry this just so that if I make a bottle just before I head out, it goes in here, or while I'm out, if I make a bottle and he's not ready to eat it, put it in here, keep it warm. When he's ready, then he can have it.
If I turn it to the back, it sort of opens out so you can change your baby, okay? And you can take it out as well and change your baby on there.
His changing mat, which came with the bag, I think this is amazing. Like, I think every mother needs a changing mat in their baby bag. You'll realise that when you go to all of these public toilets, even the nicest ones that have baby changing, you don't want to be placing your child directly onto the changing board, or even some restaurants provide changing mats, but hygiene wise I don't want to be placing my child directly onto a changing mat that several other children have been laid on.
I take a bowl for his meal and a spoon as well.
Sometimes I'll have baby food already in here as we head out. Other times, depending on where we're going, for example when we're going to church, I just have the bowl. I also have the bottled food, and when I'm ready to warm up his food, I will then empty it into the bowl and then heat it up, ready for him to eat.
I took some dessert with me. This is Cow & Gate fruit cocktail, and then I've got his bib as well, which he uses to eat his solid food.
I've actually got one that I use at home and then one that stays in his baby bag, because I found that I kept on forgetting to pack it because I'd feed him breakfast in the morning with it and then leave it on the side and then get out and realise that I didn't have a bib to use for his baby food while we were out, so I keep this one in the bag. I think it's helpful to have kind of duplicates of stuff. Some, like one stays at home, one stays in the baby bag, because trying to pack the baby bag every day is a bit tedious. So also on the baby big thing, I got these baby disposable bibs from Boots. They are amazing. So before I got this secondary bib, I would use these while I was out. So easy, because after he's eaten and he's put food all over it, just throw them away. So I just take out two, keep it in the baby bag, and then that's what I use when I'm out. So yeah, they're fantastic.
Yeah. I always have a flask with me with hot water, because even though we're going to someone's house, you never know if you're going to get stuck in traffic or if their kettle's not working, so I always carry a flask with hot water.
So the Tommy Tippy one is very good. That's the flask in there, and then you've also got the lid, so you can pour in there in order to heat your bottle. So like your bottle can easily go in there to be heated. I always carry this full, and then use it to make my fresh bubbles or to heat his baby food. Pouring in there and putting the baby food.
And then my bottles, I have 3 bottles.
So depending on the time of day that I'm going out, whether he's had his first bottle or not, I might carry one bottle which is already made, which goes in my bottle warmer, and then just one clean sterilised bottle. When he was newborn, I was breastfeeding, So I would carry made bottles already, just with filled with breast milk, and then they were already refrigerated, so I would keep them again in the bottle warmer. So it's a warmer / cooler. If the bottle is coming from the fridge, it keeps it cold. If the bottle's hot, it keeps it warm. So I would carry it in here, and then wherever I got to, if there was a fridge, I would take it out and put it straight into the fridge, because breast milk has to be kept in the fridge.
My milk dispenser, so I love this. So you basically just measure out the amount of milk your baby has straight into one of the dispenser bits, and yeah, you just put the right amount of water and you just tip the milk, the powder, the formula into the water.
So at the moment he drinks about 6 ounces, so each section would usually have 6 spoons of baby milk already in there, ready, so that as soon as my bottle has hot water in it, I'm pouring it straight in, and I'm not there trying to measure 6 spoons, not there carrying this big old pot of baby milk either, because the containers are huge. This just makes it easy. Again, he only has 3 to 4 bottles a day, so the sections are perfect.
I keep his nappies in here. Okay, I always have loads of nappies with me, because you never know what's going to happen when you're on the road.
I usually carry 4, just because at 8 months he's not going that much. But again, depending on how long we're going to be out for, if it's going to be all day, I might carry about 6. If we're going out just for a couple of hours, I'll carry 4 just to be safe. When he was newborn, I was carrying 8, because as you mothers out there may know, the newborn babies like to put my baby wipes. I use water wipes. I've used them since he was born, and it just agrees with him, so I use it. I know they're slightly more pricey than other wipes, but do what works for your child, and that's what works for him. Also, carry nappy bags, nappy sacks. These are the scented ones, but yeah, it's helpful to have these, so when you're changing the stinky bubbles, you can put them straight into a bag and dispose of them.
I always do have a spare change of clothes, and I usually keep it at the back in this compartment here. So he's got a spare vest here, because you never know when you're going to need it.
Bib, a vest, change of clothes, so like a top, trousers as well. This is just for if he gets his clothes really dirty as he's eating, or if he does a poop and it goes straight out of the nappy and all over his clothes, then at least I have a change of clothes. I found that I hardly ever need to use these anymore, but back in the day when he was newborn through to about 3 months, I was changing his clothes constantly while we were out. Sometimes 2 times, sometimes 3 times. So again, like I said at the beginning of the video, when he was newborn, I was carrying 2 to 3 changes of clothes, including vests, because that's the part that usually the poo hits first. Socks, which goes with his outfit, his change of outfit. I always carry a baby grow. Always, always, always. So these are the things that just don't come out of my baby bag. I keep these in all the time until I've used them, then they go into the wash, and then I'll replenish with another one. The reason I carry a baby grow is basically he wears baby grows to sleep now, and depending on where we are, if I feel like we're not going to be home at a reasonable time to be able to sort him out for bed, I basically get him ready for bed while we're out, because a lot of the time he'll fall asleep while we're in the car, and then to bring him into the house and bother him and get him changed and then try and put him back to sleep is sometimes a little bit long. So I always carry the baby grow, and you'll see that I also carry his flannel. And basically, if we're out and it's reasonable for me to get to a bathroom or baby changing, I will wipe his face, quickly give him a wipe of his chest, his hands, and then the hand cream that I use is actually the same moisturiser that he uses, which is Aveeno. So I'll use that to quickly moisturise his face, his hands, everywhere that I've wiped with the damp cloth, and then put his baby grow on. And then he's literally ready for bed. So as soon as we get home, unravel him from his coat, and then he goes straight to sleep.
I always take a few bibs with me, especially if your baby's got reflux. Ruben doesn't have reflux anymore, but he did when he was up till the age of 6 months. Make sure you've got loads of bibs. I take loads of bibs with me everywhere I go. So I always take a couple of muslin cloths as well. That's one muslin cloth, and I did have another one, but I probably left it at the location.
So just for if someone's carrying him, if you're carrying him, throw it over your shoulder. When I was breastfeeding, I found it very helpful to carry these because I'd cover, almost kind of cover his face with it, but because it's so light, like obviously it didn't suffocate him, so I would just kind of throw it over my shoulder, and then I'd be holding him, and it was just over, or just like wrap it kind of over my boob as he ate, so that no one would see my gillies. So yeah, muslin square. Also, what my mum showed me is that this is very helpful in if you're laying him down somewhere to sleep, it might be on someone's bed or wherever, it's good to have a muslin square, lay it down first, and then his head goes on that, just so that he's not rubbing his face against kind of unfamiliar surfaces.
Got a huge tub of Vaseline, because when I change his nappy, I like to put some Vaseline on his bum.
And for his bum, the Panthen, which I keep in the bag, that's another duplicate, just stays in there. If his bum's a little sore from several changes, then use that.
I always take some Cowpole with me as well, because you never know when he's gonna get feverish or unwell.
Of the bag. I've got his snacks. These are from Ella's Kitchen, melty sticks, sweet corn and carrot. He actually really likes these. They melt in his mouth. They're like Wotsits. Not as tasty as Wotsits, but baby tasty, baby friendly. So yeah,
I've always got toys for him, just in case he gets bored. I'll take some toys with me everywhere I go, because I think when babies get bored, that's when they tend to misbehave.
I carry a reusable bag. I actually got this from Sainsbury's. It can be used for your shopping. Sometimes as you're heading out you forget that bags now cost 5p, so if you've got this in your baby bag you're good to go. Also, if I change him out of dirty clothes while we're out, I'll sometimes just put the dirty clothes in here so that I know as soon as we get home, everything in this bag goes straight into the laundry basket. Finally, I carry a little pot of Johnson's baby bath, top to toe baby bath, just in case I quickly need to like rinse him down or something. I actually put this in when he had done a couple of like those poos spread up the back while we were at church, and I thought it would actually be very helpful to have this. So if I was changing him at church and he had done that, I just pour a little bit into like a disposable bowl or something that I could find, add some water, using the flannel, just quickly wipe him down just so he doesn't smell like poo. No one needs to know that he's just pooped himself, only you do. So just quickly give him a wipe down with this. It smells fresh. Use your Aveeno or your Vaseline, give him a quick moisturise. He comes out looking like he never left the place. So that's my tip. Johnson's. Again, that's my mama. Thank you, Mum.
I always take a comb with me, because when you put his hat on his head it messes his hair up, and I love him looking fresh. When that hat comes off, the comb comes out, and we're freshening up.
Yeah. I always carry a bottle of water, especially for when he's eating his meals. I've got tissues. These are so important because he's constantly spitting, sneezing, and bogies coming out, eating and food's going all over his face. As much as we use wipes, I think it's essential to carry tissues, because after you've used wipes on them, usually the area is wet. So then it's helpful to have these to wipe them clean. And these just look fun to have in a baby bag. So I got these branded ones, Minions.
I've got his teething toy, because those gums do get irritated. Let me see what else I've got here. I always take some nasal spray with me, just in case his nose gets blocked. This one is the Cowpole Saline Nasal Spray. Ruben has a dummy, so I carry this with me, spare one.
And then hand sanitizer, essential. You don't know where your hands have been, you've touched your car handle, you've touched the toilet seat, you've touched the baby changing board or whatever, and then you're coming to touch your child, you're coming to feed them or whatever. Hand sanitizer. This one's actually from Primark and it's red velvet flavour, so for anyone that's interested. But yeah, that is it for me and my baby bag. I hope that has been helpful. That's just what I carry in my bag. I'm not saying that somebody else has to do the same, but this is just what I found helpful to have in my bag. If there's anything that you've got in your baby bag that I haven't mentioned and you think it will be helpful for people to know, please leave a comment down below.
I can't wait until I don't have to carry this big bag around. So yeah, we might have to start the potty training early so I don't need to carry nappies with me all the time. But yeah, once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like it, comment and subscribe.